Sup everyone, this is Draco Evolve back yet again with some latest Manchester United transfer news and speculation. Now it's a bit different when I said, back again with the transfer. Normally I say transfer news first, because we have had confirmation that Leicester have finally agreed to take £80 million off of us for Harry Maguire. So this is official news. Officially, after what seems to be such a long time, that Leicester have agreed £80 million to sell Harry Maguire to Manchester United, making him the world's expensive defender, obviously eclipsing what we paid for Van Dijk last year. Let me just see if it's recording, because I tried to upload it before and I forgot to press record button, and I was just talking to the camera. Only after 10 minutes I realized, oh my god. But I am so chuffed about this. Harry Maguire has not travelled with the squad today. Leicester are due to do a friendly, I believe, today, and he has not travelled. He called in sick on last week Monday. From his side, he has a little bit pushed for it, and I don't blame him. And Leicester were just being ridiculous. We'll talk about the fee a bit later on, but Leicester was just being ridiculous in terms of reportedly, seems such a long time ago, like a month ago, which is a long time ago, because it took such a long time to do this deal. Leicester were haggling, and then they were saying they want £75 million and £80 million. Then in recent news, they're saying that they will settle for £90 million. So it's just that United have been fed up. There were reports coming out that United have put an offer on the table saying £80 million, take it or leave it, because Leicester have requested for £90 million. Clearly they have they have made, got some bit of common sense and accepted it. Now Harry Maguire becomes a third summer signing of the season behind Daniel James and Aaron Wan-Bissaka. There should be some stats coming out at the bottom of the screen. Have a look at that. But in terms of stats, just having a quick look at this, he is head and above all our defenders combined. So you're looking at aerial duels won, he won 4.1, duels won 6.3. I know those numbers might not mean a lot to a lot of people, because stats, stats is stats, but it's just stats wise, he is so much better. He immediately improves our defenders. And looking at our defense now, oh my god, we got Wan-Bissaka, who's had a fantastic preseason. He looks like a real player. We got Lindelof, who's a prospect who's growing every season. Last few months before the last year, he's come leaps and bounds. We now got Harry Maguire marshalling, and Luke Shaw is reliable, is very good going forward. And behind them we have David De Gea. Harry Maguire will marshal that defense. He's an organizer, he's a leader, he's an England starter. He has gone to all his clubs, from Hull City to Leicester. He has won player of the season on each of these clubs, which shows he's a big game mentality, a big team mentality. Now it's going to be the ultimate challenge, and he's not the type of player that will eventually say he wants to go to Madrid or Barcelona, or he's British talent. British talent normally ends up staying at their respective clubs if they reach the high levels. And obviously Manchester United, being one of the best teams in England currently, obviously their state is not very good, but he alone, I reckon, will save us 20, 30 is a bit much, but 20 goals alone. He marshalling that defense. Lindelof getting mentored by this guy. Yes, it's a lot of money, but that's the premium you pay. I think in another country he'll be £50 million, £60 million tops, but you pay an additional 15 to 20 to even £30 million fee, because the fact that he's a British player and you're selling to a rival and it's from the same league. You're going to pay that premium. But clearly don't care if we overpaid, because if we don't overpay, where does the money go? It goes into Glazer's pocket. I'd rather have the money come in and be invested in the team. So fair play to Ed. It took a long time. He should have done that long ago. I don't agree with the fact that he took his time on that. He should have done that long ago. But Harry Maguire is due for a medical on over the weekend, and he should be announced very, 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 very soon. Hopefully much sooner than later. It's with just over a week to go to the first game of the season. Not sure if he will feature against Chelsea, but that's for another whole video anyway. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below, guys. Do you feel Harry Maguire is a worthwhile signing? Do you feel £80 million was a bit too much? I know we know it was too much, but was it too much? And do you think he will be a success at Manchester United? And leave your thoughts in the comments below. Talking about comments, as you guys know, I always pick a comment from my previous video and discuss it in the video. So if we go to my previous video, which was yesterday's, again about Harry Maguire, I did talk about Lukaku and the fact that swap deal between Lukaku and Dybala will be good for us because he's a bad player, you know. But Loopy Lugs, thanks for that comments. And if you haven't checked out his channel, go and check out his channel. If you're into gaming, Loopy Lugs Gaming, go and check him out. He's always supporting smaller YouTubers. He's a fantastic character. He's got great content, and his content is very professional. His layout, his thumb arts, his introductions, whatever, you know, everything is there. So make sure you go and give him a sub, and make sure you let him know that Draco sent you there. So he says, I can see opinion on Lukaku, but I disagree with you calling him a bad player. He just doesn't fit with the style of play that Man U have. The last time you guys had a striker that slotted home more than 20 goals in one season was Van Persie. The way you guys play there is no room for a physical player. He'll be better fitted with Juve or Inter, as they like the physical players like Mandzukic and Perisic. Again, thank you for the comment, buddy. I agree with you. He's a good player. He just doesn't fit our system. I think United is a bit too much in terms of step up for him. I reckon when Mourinho went for him for United, he was expecting him to turn into a Drogba type of player, big bully, and he's got the physicality. His touch lets him down too much. And across all his clubs, he bagged in a lot of goals. Fair play, but to be respectful, these clubs are not at United's tier. So when Lukaku play against the clubs, most of these clubs will attack his team, hence giving him more space to attack and exploit. With United, most of the teams do defend deep, so it really requires a player who's got great first touch, vision, dribbling, and pace and acceleration to move away from the tight defenders. And I agree with you in the fact that when you said he will be a good success with Inter Juve, with all due respect, Italian league is more tactical and you get more space on the ball. So I think that's what Lukaku needs. If he works on his first touch, he will be a huge success in Inter and Juve. And I'm sure by next year, if he bags in 40, 45 goals or 30 goals, we'll look back and think, oh my god, where was Lukaku when we wanted him? I am sure of that. But anyway, thank you so much for the comment. Moving on to the next bit, quick time. Dybala. So a bit of an update according to Independent. He's saying that Dybala's representatives were here and they have requested a wage of £350,000 a week, or it's a no-go. So Lukaku to Juve has been agreed. That has been agreed. It's just Dybala saying yes, and his entourage wants £350,000 a week for him. For me, that's a no-go. That's a big red sign, because to give him £350,000, how would De Gea feel? Because he just received a £350,000 in wages, and he is clearly our most consistent and well-deserved contract player over the last God knows how many years. How will Pogba feel? How will Martial feel? You're gonna start looking at all these players, and Maguire might turn around and say, I want close to that. You're going to start looking at all these players, and you're going to create a domino effect in the sense that if you offer him £350,000 straight from the bat, he's young, he's got another 1 or 2 contracts in him. Where are you going to go with that next? Are you going to end up doubling his wages, or he's going to go? So United should not fall for that. We've done that before. It did not work. Go for a respectful amount of wages. Give him bonuses. It's as simple as that. And we'll have Dybala. It's as simple as that. So apparently with the deals, it's a separate deal. So reports are saying that initially it was a straight swap deal, but apparently it's not. It's separate deals where the value of Lukaku would play into it. So Lukaku, for example, is valued at £70 million. Now he's valued at £70 million, and Dybala is valued around £90 to £100 million. So it's a swap, but we cover the £20 or £30 million between £70 and £90 million, if that makes sense. That is apparently what's being reported, rather than a straight swap, because it's a total mug-off if that's the case. It's already a mug-off getting Dybala instead of Lukaku. But anyway, guys, that's the latest on reported speculation on Dybala. Now on to the last bit. Moise Kean is apparently, according to one of the reports, 90 minutes was apparently offered by Mino Raiola, the cancer of football, to Manchester United. That's a no-no. That's a no-no. It will not happen, and I'm glad it didn't happen, because United have officially or apparently rejected it, because He's 19, for God's sake. He is a Riola client. What's going to happen in the next few years? He's going to get flogged around and he's going to take loads of money out of United. It's just using him as a stepping stone, isn't it? It's as simple as that. He's going to bring him for big fee to United, big wages. Riola will pocket massive amount of bonus fee. He's 19. He can flog him to 3-4 seasons at Old Trafford. He can flog him around to another club, get more paid, then flog him again another club, get more paid. It's as simple as that. And I'm glad he's a striker and he can play on the right as well. He's very pacey. He's good. But I'm glad we stayed away from him. I am glad, if it is the truth, if it is the case, if the reports are true, obviously. But anyways, guys, this is the latest Manchester United transfer news and speculation. I'm so glad Harry Maguire's bid has been accepted. It's just a matter of time. I'll bring you the video when he uploads. When you see him in the United shirt, I'm sure we will see him in the next few days. And that's it, guys. I'll catch you guys in the next upload.